Welcome to Toffee TV. It is my three things. Everton 4, Brentford 1. Sounds good to say. Everton into the fifth round of the FA Cup after dispatching of Brentford quite comfortably in the end at Goodison Park today in Frank Lampard's first game as Everton manager. It couldn't have gone any better for him, I imagine. And it's great, a great feeling to be there. Great to be able to celebrate 4 goals. Great to see Everton playing, attacking football and seeing the crowd so animated and singing and everything else being behind the team. It was just really nice and it was good to see. And it just shows you really that things haven't been right. Goodison hasn't felt like that. Could it be better? Absolutely, it could. There was times when it was quiet, but it was just so much better today, and good that the crowd were able to get behind it. And if they keep doing that, then who knows? You know, they can be our 12th man, I guess, if that's what you want to call it. First thing I'm going to start with is Mykolenko, Vitaliy Mykolenko, who there was stuff going around a couple of weeks ago, and people weren't happy with his opening 2 performances either. Now, obviously, for the lad coming in and replacing Luca Dean is a huge task. Luca Dean is a fantastic footballer, was really good for Everton, but he's gone, and there's nothing we can do about it. Whether we can sit here and argue the ins and outs of it, you know, the manager, whether it should have been allowed, whether a manager that was under pressure should have been allowed to sell an asset, which is what he was. But I guess from a footballing point of view, people will say, well, he's 29 and in the summer and Mykolenko's 22 and all that. But he's here, Vitally is here, he's ours. It was his third game today, it was his Goodison Park debut, and I thought overall he did quite well. There's work to be done, there's no question about that. Positionally on a couple of occasions, he wasn't in the right areas. He's got to stop crosses, but I thought he's comfortable in possession. You can tell the confidence isn't there yet for him to really make those runs, the kind of runs he was making for Dynamo Kiev, the kind of runs he makes for the Ukraine national team. The confidence needs to come, but it will do, I think, from playing more games and from having, like I've said, Ashley Cole and Leighton Baines there to give you tips. 2 of the best fullbacks ever to play for England. Both fantastic. So if they can't improve him, then there's nothing down for him. But I thought he was nice and solid today. Give us that nice bit of balance with his left foot. Just need to get balls into the box a little bit quicker, like you say, close down people a little bit quicker. But I thought he did well today, and there was some promise there. So hopefully he can improve on that. Second thing I'm going to talk about is Anthony Gordon, who I think has been the real bright spot for the season. Damari Gray and Andros Townsend have as well. Gray's been incredible, but Gordon's been, because he has come through the academy and because he's an Evertonian, it feels really good. I think he's improved so much, certainly over the last couple of months. I think his work rate has gone up a notch. I think he's stronger and he's a real threat. And I thought today he worked his socks off, getting forward, getting back. It was because of him we scored the third goal. You know, the goal that really killed the tie. Just going out and closing down the Brentford defender, winning the block tackle, getting up and getting the corner from nothing, from then being comfortable in possession. We score from the corner and it's game over, really. That was just one facet of what he did today. His defensive work was excellent. He's a real threat when he gets on the ball. He runs at people, he commits them. And when you've got that work rate and you've got that energy, and if he continues to build his strength up, he's going to be a real handful for any defender. If he can add more goals to his game, you know, we got a couple the other week against Brighton, so he's put a couple in there. If he can add goals to his game, then he'll be some player for us. But I'm delighted with the way he's improving. I'm delighted with the contribution he's bringing to the team, and I think for me he was excellent today. And I think he's someone who Frank Lampard will improve as well. He's got this record, you know, at Derby County, at Chelsea, of bringing young players through. They've got to be good enough. They've got to work hard enough. You know, just because we've got young footballers, it doesn't give them a God-given right to go, well, this manager likes young players, so they're definitely going to play. They've got to prove they're good enough, because it's always about picking your best team. It's always about picking the right players. But if you're a young player and you've got talent and you work hard, this manager will give you the chance, and it's up to those players to seize their opportunity. And it's something I think Anthony Gordon has really done this season. Jared Branthwaite, I think, is another one who could really improve under this manager and get himself a chance as well. Who knows, that might come now that Ben Godfrey's out. Who knows, the manager may stick with the 3 centre-backs that played today. Or he might change the style again. I don't know, but the young players have got an opportunity and it's up to them to grasp it. But I think Anthony Gordon is really, really grasping those opportunities right now, and he was brilliant today for us. And the final thing I want to talk about is just the whole the Lampard effect, I guess you'd call it. I am very wary that it's day one in terms of games. It's the first week. But what I would say is just, and listen, this could be, as I imagine part of this is also because Benitez is gone. So people are kind of going, thank God that era's out the way and we can move forward. We've got a young, energetic coach, big name head coach. He's got a good coaching staff around him. Some really, really good coaches have come in. And you've also still got Alan Kelly, who's highly rated. Big Dunk still there, who the players know and trust. So you've got a strong coaching staff there, but you've got led by a manager who people know, really well known throughout the world. Been there, done it. Was a fantastic player. Won everything. And is very personable. And today, the engagement with the fans will always give you, it makes you personal to them. Standing on the line and not really getting involved in the fan base and having that coldness gives people an opportunity to keep you at arm's length. Carlo Ancelotti was cool, calm and collected. I think the fans liked him, but we weren't in the stadium long enough to build up any real kind of relationship with him. But he was never a demonstrative coach. And I think Evertonians would respond to that. And I think today, seeing Lampard running and clenching his fist and jumping about and celebrating the goals is what we needed. Last time we had someone like that, it was Duncan for that Chelsea game. We all loved it. And times before that, was probably maybe Martinez at times and certainly David Moyes. And we were behind both of them. Moyes more so, because Moyes did celebrate goals properly. Martinez as well, to be fair to him. And I think that buys you time. It's clever management. But I think it also helps them to drive the football club as well. Ronald Koeman was cold, as we know. No one wanted to celebrate with Allardyce. Marco Silva didn't really have the charisma to be able to do it at that time. So it is massive, that kind of engagement with the supporters. Get the fans on side. I think the fans are enthused, they're excited by Frank Lampard. And I think today what you did see, and it is the first game, and Tuesday might be totally different, and next Saturday against Leeds. But what you did see today was Everton trying to play a different way. Everything going through the six, everything going through Andre Gomez in the midfield, keeping the ball, using Jordan Pickford more, playing triangles, trying to move the ball up the pitch, pressing as well as they could. There's still gaps in that, and you might need different players to press better. But there was an energy to Everton today, and there was lovely link-up play. And hopefully that'll continue. But there was patterns of play as well. I think he's done really well to get that across to them early on. If you tell a set of players they're not good enough to have the ball, then they're not going to want the ball. And they're going to give the ball to the opposition. And then you're always hoping for the perfect counter-attack. Whereas he's obviously a manager. Well, he said he is. He's a possession-based manager. He wants to control the ball. Because he feels if we've got control of the ball, we've got control of the game. If you've got control of the game, then you've got more chance of winning. That's how he sees it. There'll be other managers who counter that. There'll be people like Diego Simeone in world football who would argue against that. Have a solid thing in it on counter-attack. Something Benitez wanted to do. But Frank Lampard's got his own style, his own philosophy, and we've seen bits of it today. And when you put in Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Decore, Dele Alli, Donny van der Beek into the selection process, alongside the lads who've worked their socks off today and worked so hard, Ben Godfrey hopefully won't be out for too long, then you've got a squad who can play with the ball, but they have to work hard as well, and that will hopefully translate into better results. I hope so anyway. It is early. It is easy to go overboard because we just won the game 4-1. But there was some shoots of recovery today. There'll be massive bumps in the road, I imagine. There'll be times when things aren't working. But we have to hold our nerve as a fan base and get behind them and get behind this and hopefully the players will continue to work hard. And if they work hard and we're together and that we're united, we will get better results. Of that, I am absolutely certain. We've beaten the Premier League team 4-1 today. And so that should give everybody that bit of confidence. But we've won, and it's great. We're in the 5th round of the FA Cup. So there you go. They are my thoughts after Everton have beaten Brentford 4-1 today. They're my 3 things. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Add any other comments you think or any observations you took from that. Let me know. I'll have a read through them. Give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later.